I'm currently in the home of spouse of former NDC General Secretary Koku Anyidoho. Now, what you see behind me are items from their matrimonial home, which, according to reports, was sent to the home of her mother. Now, you would recall that a couple of months ago, Madame Jennifer Yeboah was involved in an accident which claimed the life of one of their children. Her name is Sichofe, but we'll be speaking to Madame Jennifer Yeboah to give us more details about exactly what ensued and what has been happening so far. My name is Lord Harris Udasari. So, Madame Jennifer Yeboah, what is the current situation with Mr. Koku Anyidoho?
Thank you. The current situation, he said he has sent drinks to my families to go and dissolve the marriage. But at Chim Customs, we don't send drinks to go and dissolve marriage without any formal sitting with both families.
When was this?
That was exactly a week after our issue. Sichofe was buried 17th November. Sichofe was buried 17th November 2020. And then he sent the drinks a week, that is 24th November 2020, to my family house at Hacho. So I was in the hospital and a call came from my auntie that Koku and his friends are there with 2 bottles schnapps to dissolve the marriage.
His friends, not family.
No, not families, friends. Okay. To dissolve the marriage. So I asked my auntie, what did you tell them? She said she called Nana, who is my father. And Nana said she should take it because he's going to use it as evidence when we go to court. So that was how the drinks were collected.
But if, according to Achim Customs, both families need to sit down before the drinks are accepted, why did Nana ask for the drinks to be accepted?
Yes, it's an evidence. Because those drinks will be sent to his families that this is what your son has brought. Okay. They can't just go there without anything. That is an evidence they will take back to the man's family. Okay. Yes.
Prior to Mr. Anyidoho's actions, what was the relationship between the two of you? How were things?
Things are not that all, because I would say I have been abused verbally and then emotional.
How so?
He abandoned home for over 8 to 9 months till the day of accident, 7th November 2020, whilst we are coming back from his village, Tanyigbe, to Accra. And the accident happened at Akuse Junction, almost at Akuse Junction or something like that, before he appeared on the scene. When he appeared, he only took Sichofe, the deceased, to the mortuary, and then took custody of my son, Kofi. Till now, I can't locate Kofi or have custody of Kofi. But as for Kofi's issue, it's in court, so we can't talk about it.
You speak about being abused physically and emotionally. Tell us more about that.
Because we had an accident. We were traveling back to Accra. We had an accident. He came to Akuse Hospital for the 2 kids one to the mortuary, then took custody of the boy. He left me at Akuse Hospital and told my sisters, I will not sit in his car. They should take me wherever they will take me to. I was referred to 37 Hospital. He was there. He didn't even mind to check whether I am in good condition or not. I came back, I was discharged 3 days time to the house. My auntie came for me to discharge me from the hospital and took me to my matrimonial home. By the time we get there, he's in the house with another woman, sweeping the house, and with his friends. In front of them, he asked me to go back. I will not stay in this house. And truly, he sacked me from the house. I have to go back with my auntie. So from there, I was rushed back to the hospital.
This was right after you had been discharged from the hospital.
Yes.
So your daughter's sister had not been buried yet.
No. She has not been buried. That is the 3rd day. It was a Tuesday. The incident happened on the 7th. That is a Saturday. And then I was discharged on Tuesday.
Let's go back a bit about the accident. Were you with Kofi, your son?
Yes.
And both of them with you?
Yes.
In the car?
In the car, and a driver.
Okay. Now, what was the condition of your son? I know you got injured. Sichofe unfortunately passed. What happened to Kofi?
Kofi, it's okay.
He wasn't injured?
No.
Okay.
He wasn't.
Did Mr. Anyidoho blame you for the accident?
Yes. He said I killed Sichofe. And even the day he sacked me from the house, and I asked my boy, Kofi, let's go. He told the boy to tell her you won't go. She will go and kill you like how she killed Sichofe.
That's what she told your son?
Yes. Yes.
How did that make you feel?
Very bad. Very, very bad. And still feeling it. Because you being with 2 kids without their father for, I'll say, for some months. When he was around, at least he goes to work, come back, daily activities. But to abandon us, and I have built a relationship with them, and at once, you don't see any of them. It is not easy. As a mother, it is not easy.
Prior to Mr. Anyidoho bringing drinks to your parents' house to sort of dissolve your marriage, what were things like between you two?
That is what I am saying. He abandoned home just because of a little, I'll say it's about a friend. One of his friends.
Male or female?
Male. He should give us privacy in our matrimonial home. I'll say that is my crime. So asking the friend to give us privacy, he also left.
What was this friend doing that was affecting the privacy of your marriage?
You know, we have different kinds of friends. And I would say things were not going all right being with that friend.
Who is this friend, if I may ask?
He's his friend. I'll say his friend.
You don't want to disclose his identity?
No. At all.
Okay.
Because I'll say that is not what I am focused on.
Okay. And you said he left home for
on
quite...
15th of March 2020, the lockdown date, till 7th November, before we set eyes on him. But I would say Sichofe didn't see him because she was already gone before he came.
So you asking for privacy in your marriage was what led to him leaving the house?
Yes. I'll say a big yes.
How long have you been married to Miss Anyidoho?
We've been living, I'll say 6.5 years. But 2 years, we performed the official marriage rite in 2018. 7th June 2018. But we have been living together for 6.5 years.
And throughout this period, especially in the after you regularized things, how were things between you two?
Things were okay. Things were okay. In every marriage, there are up and downs. The only thing is you accept your fault and then you correct it.
So are you saying that external forces is what broke your family apart?
I will say yes. I will say yes. Because that is what he himself is saying, that unless I bring back his friend to the house, before he will come back to the house. And actually I will say, I don't know what's that friend.
You attribute Mr. Anyidoho's decision to dissolve your marriage to an external source, specifically a friend of his. What are some of the things that this friend was doing that you felt was intrusive?
Oh, for that one, I'll say we make friends to progress in everything that you do. But if you are not realizing it, someone will tell you. And if the person is not achieving anything good from that friend, he or she have the right to caution you about, if I am right. So that is what I did to save the family. To save the family, the happiness of the family, the progress of the family. Yes. That is why I took that step. But he didn't understand me. Yes.
You say that he took away your son.
Yes, took custody of my son.
Okay.
From Akuse Hospital.
And you haven't seen him since?
No.
What happened yesterday?
Yesterday, actually, I have gotten another apartment to move in. So, for now, he's, I'll say, a brother of his, and my family have agreed that we will meet today to pack my things out of his house, just for me to move on.
When he sent the drinks to your family home, what happened afterwards?
Afterwards, because my condition was not good, I'm still on medical treatment at St. Joseph's, Koforidia. So, I have to get better, I have to get strong before, if any action, we will take it. Because I'm still on crutches, if you can see. But I need my son. He will help me to recover early, because we have built a relationship without him. Yes. Anytime, since the time I got this apartment, he asked my sisters to come for my things.
When did you get that apartment?
The apartment, Adenta Smith flat.
Where? When did you get it?
I think 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, because almost all the time after he sent the drinks to my auntie, the following day he called my sister, come and pack your sister's things out of my house. Come and pack my sister's things out of my... But I can't bring those things to my mother's home. I have to get a place since you have sacked me from that house and have brought in another woman, I don't want to. So I tried getting another apartment so that from there we can move to the new apartment. But since the time I got this apartment, when we agreed on a date, when the date is approaching, he has to excuse us. He's not around. He will give another date.
All this while, where were you staying?
I was with my mom. I am with my mom.
All right, sure. So we'll take a quick break here. We are speaking to the spouse of former NDC General Secretary Koku Anyidoho. She's been giving us details into what has emanated in her marriage with the former NDC General Secretary. Please stay tuned for more.
Powers and principalities.
There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
Welcome back. This is Say It Loud. My name is Lord Harris Dwasari. We are speaking with the spouse of former National Democratic Congress General Secretary Koku Anyidoho. Now, Madam Eba, you were telling us about the need for your son, Kofi. The situation is in court, but what happens if your son doesn't come back home?
What happens? I would say we are in a country. We have laws. You understand me? That is why I took it to court, so that the law will take its own course for it, because the person I am dealing with, I don't have that strength. That is why I took it to court, and then I'll say we will leave that one to court to handle. Yeah.
You talk about the fact that Mr. Anyidoho blame you for the accident and the loss of your daughter, Sichofe. Do you think he's taking it out on you because he's grieving? Or he's not really personal about it?
I don't really know, because it's an accident. It is an accident.
What has your conversation with him been like since the accident occurred?
We have not. Since that 15th, we don't talk. Even the kids, when they send voicemails, text messages, he doesn't answer. There was a time, it's a Father's Day or something, I tried sending him a Father's Day message on behalf of the children. The reply that I got, I decided to stay away from him.
What did he say?
He insulted me back. A Father's Day message, the reply was an insult. Yeah.
So what do you want to be done now?
No, I don't see what sending an unknown driver to bring some of my things without anyone's knowledge, and the marriage has not been dissolved officially. I don't know what he's trying to say. Yes, because I was not in. I have told you I've gotten an apartment. So I was there yesterday trying to sort out things before my 78 years old mom called me that A car is here, a Kia truck is here with some few things that Anyidoho said they should bring it.
Where were you?
I was at the apartment where I've gotten the apartment, yes. And I said, she shouldn't take it because we don't know where the things are coming from. And we don't know what and what has been given to him. And there's no one in the house to do inventory of the items brought. So you shouldn't take it. So I asked her, I wanted to talk to the driver, and the mate collected the phone. The only thing the mate will say is, Mumfa mukwasi ya 7 and so yeso. Na me boss, se me mfani ya manembra. Mi bedu hana so munjia. Yemfengu street no so.
That's what the maid told you.
Yes. Mumfengu street no so. So you know, as a mother, 78 years old woman, for you to split her daughter's things on the street, it is very, very hurts, very, very annoying. That at least no respect, nothing that he will show. What is my crime? And just come and dump my things on the floor. A mere driver, which we don't know, an intruder. And I even asked him to take it back from wherever he's bringing it from.
Did you call Koku?
No, I didn't. Because I still have my keys, my room keys. I still have them with me.
Why didn't you call him to ascertain what was happening?
I called his elder brother, who we discussed issues with, about how to come and take off my things from his house. He's the one I called. He said he doesn't know anything about it, so he will call me back.
But why didn't you call the man who gave the orders for your things to be taken from your matrimonial home?
I won't call him because he doesn't respect me. I won't call him. If he respects me as his children's mom, not even a wife, your baby's mama, you will call me, you will give me that little respect, apart from anything. Yes.
Is that to say that at where you stand now, things have broken to the barest minimum between the two of you?
Yes, I'll say, if even, I'll not say maybe emotional or something, but if even there's a settlement, I don't think I'll go back. Because my daughter will die on the 7th of November. She will be buried 17th November 2020. A week after you send a drinks to my family that you have dissolved the marriage. Uncle, if it were to be you, how will you feel? I am really hurt. He has no sympathy, even for the little child that is gone. To treat the mom in this condition, in this moment, it is only God who is giving me life. I know what is happening within me. Yeah.
One last thing before we go. You've talked about him abandoning you in the hospital and the fact that he was occasionally verbally abusing you, but you also talked about physical abuse. Did he ever lay his hand on you?
No. If I would say physical, at least damaging me to people, blackmailing, telling all lies. Yes.
So, finally, what do you want to be done? What are your final words?
My final words. I will tell all ladies that all that glitters are not gold. They should be very careful getting into a marriage that they don't know about. All that glitters are not gold.
Do you regret being with the man you once called your husband?
Yes. Yes. A big yes. A big yes. For a man even to damage the wife, his baby's mama, damage the baby's mama to his families, so that the families will also neglect the woman. Marriage is about family. If some of the families doesn't want you, what will you do? You have nothing to do. That is why I am going through all this, because there's no one to stand. And say
His
this.
family did not want you.
Some of them. And because he's very controversial, no one is ready. No one is ready.
When he started doing what he did, when he brought the drinks home and all that, did you speak to any of his family members to try to resolve what was going on?
The families has tried severally. Even the day the small girl was buried, 17th November 2020, their chief in their town, they arranged that both families, after the burial, both families will sit and talk about issues. As soon as the casket was carried away, he's back in Accra. So he is not ready. He's not ready to solve issues. I will do things on my own way. Nobody. Yes. That is why I will say I have regretted. And I have regretted.
What would you want to tell Mr. Koku Anyidoho if he was listening to you now?
To tell him, I have nothing to tell him. I don't have anything to tell him. Nothing.
Thank you very much, Madam Jennifer Yeboah. So I've been speaking to the former spouse of the former NDC General Secretary, Mr. Koku Anyidoho. They have been separated now, and things haven't been too well and rosy after the loss of their daughter, Sichofe. This has been another edition of Ghana Web's Say It Loud. My name is Lord Harris Idwasari.